Okay, hey guys, welcome back to another strength and conditioning video. My name is Joe McFarlane and today we're going to be running through a strength and conditioning program. So before we get into that, we're going to do our warm-up. The warm-up is going to be a general warm-up followed by a specific warm-up. And the aim of our general warm-up here is just to get your body moving, the blood flowing around your body, and just get your heart rate elevated a bit. So we're going to start off with 3 minutes on the treadmill and we'll just go from there. Okay? So we don't want it too fast, we just want a nice, light speed, something to raise your heart rate and get it moving. We're done from this for 3 minutes, start the timer. Get warmed up, you don't want to get too tired. That's halfway now. Alright, let's go up. 2 minutes here, 1 more minute to go. Alright, last 30 seconds now. Okay, so that's the part for general warm-up done. You should feel your heart rate's elevated a bit, you're a little bit out of breath, but not too tired. Okay, so the treadmill kind of just works on our legs a lot more. Here we're going to move the cross trainer, because that's going to get our arms involved as well, and warm them up. Okay, so again, we're just going to jump on, set a nice easy pace, and we're going to be going for 3 minutes again. But just a reminder, it's not to tire yourself out, it's just to get the blood flowing and be ready for the exercises we're going to go on to do. Okay, so instead of jumping on, start a timer for 3 minutes, and off I go. So using the arm, set the adjustments as you want, make things comfortable. That's up to a minute now, so 2 more minutes. That's halfway down. Keep it going. Okay, that's 2 minutes. 1 more minute. Seconds. Last bit now. Three, two, one. Okay, so that's us done with our general warm-up now. Now we're going to move into the specific part of the warm-up that's going to more directly affect the body parts we're using in the workout. Okay, first warm-up exercise I want you to do is just some drop squats to warm up the legs. You don't go fast or deep, it's just about more getting the stretch down the back of your legs. So we're going to do 10 of them. Drop in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, following that, we're going to move into leg swings. We're going to do vertical and horizontal, 10 in each leg. So we want the posture up, we don't want bending too much of the hips, and we're just going to swing our legs. So 10 each. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn around to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do horizontal from side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to do some lunges to warm the legs. We're going to go upright posture, down and back up, 10 in each leg. That's 1, 2, you can alternate, so you just do 10 in each at the same time to make 20. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. This is just loosening off the hamstrings, bit of quad as well as we push up, using warming up the muscles we're going to use in today's exercise. So from there, we're going to warm up some of our arms. So we're going to do some arm circles, 10 forward, 10 backwards in each arm. So forwards first, reaching up past the ear, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back way now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reaching up. 8, 9, 10. So next exercise that we're going to do to warm up is going to be just rolling into a hamstring touch and back out. So we're going to do 10 of them. I'll demonstrate it. So you roll back, you roll forward, and touch your toes. Right, and then you roll back again from there. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The exercise we're going to do is a walking hamstring stretch. So we're going to walk, and as we do it, we're going to sweep the floor. Okay? So we're going to do 10 of them. We're going to come back, come here, we sweep, reach down, and around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, our first exercise modality is going to be upper body plyometrics. And our first exercise is going to be upper body medicine ball throws. So, the first exercise we're going to do, ideally you'd want for this a big open space, somewhere you're not going to throw the ball into people or things, but I don't have that just now, but I'm just going to do work with what I've got. So, the first variation is just going to be a simple chest pass with a medicine ball. So you're going to be here. Ideally, you can throw it to a partner and they could roll it back to you, but I'm just going to run after the ball. So I set, get the legs padded, and I just push out like that. And that'll be 1 round. So again, I come back, 2. I'm just focusing, exploding my arms. This is working the pectoralis major, getting some power out of it. 3. Get set. 4. Get set again. 5. So that would be our first variation. Now, even though we're trying here to isolate the legs, sometimes it can be hard and we still get the legs involved. So our second set, we're going to do sitting down, and this takes out the use of our legs. So how we do this is we get a seat like so, and we sit down, and from here we just push as far as we can with as much explosive power. So that'll be 1, we do 5 reps again. Sit down. 2. Back up. Sit down. 3. Ready. Good. That's 4. Set. Last one. 5. And that will be our second variation. So our third variation of this exercise is especially good if you don't have a partner. This time we're going to be doing it against a wall. So we're still going to be exploding in, but it's going to bounce off the wall back to us. So this one we're going to do 10 reps, because it's quite quick and it's quite fast. So down the wall like so, you get set, and you explode like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. second exercise for the upper body plyometrics, we're going to be doing clapping push-ups. Okay, so here we're working on our pectoralis major, and the emphasis of this is we've got to be as explosive as possible, pushing up off the ground and clapping. So I'm going to demonstrate one for you here. We're just going to be here, and we're going to push off and clap, like so. So this is going to be our first set, and we're going to do 8 repetitions. Okay, so we get down, push up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that would be set 1. Now, for set 2, we're going to break, catch our break. Set 2 is going to be the easier variation. So here, rather than the clap, we're just going to try explode up off, but we don't necessarily need to go into a clap. So here, we're going to do 8 repetitions of that again. So, back down, catch your breath, go back in, and here I'll demonstrate one first. We're just going to explode up like so. So we're going to do 8 reps of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So that's going to be our second variation. Now the third variation we're going to do is going to be the hardest one. And that one is going to be claps behind your back. So here, you explode up, clap behind your back, back down. Now, because this is the hardest variation, we're not going to do 8, we're actually going to reduce it down to 4. So explode up, clap, and back down. Okay. You can take a break between the press ups if it's a bit hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be our second exercises for the upper body plyometrics. So for our first exercise in lower body plyometrics, we're going to be doing the depth jump. So this is a great exercise if we're working on elasticity of athletes, as well as building their reaction time on the ground, as well as some of their power as well. So how this does is we get a box. I'll be using this bench here to demonstrate. Athlete gets up on the box, extend 1 foot down, and they're going to land on the floor and explode up. Now the key here is we want the reaction time to be fast and powerful. We don't want it to be long on the ground and slow. So demonstrate here, we come here, and that'll be 1. Okay, so for the first set, we're going to do 6 reps. So it takes quite a lot out of the athlete. We don't want to make the volume too high. So that'll be 2. 3, 4, 5, last one, 6. Okay, so that will be our first variation. For our next variation, we're changing the exercise. For this depth jump, we're going to have athletes stand, we're going to jump down, stick it, and explode up, and that'll be 1. So we're going to do 6 of it. Starting with number 1, with the athlete jump down, hold it for a second, explode up, 2. 3, 4, 6, 5. You can also alternate which feet you use to drop down. 6, and that will be our second variation. So for our third variation of the depth jump, we're going to do the same as the first set, but we're going to have it off a much lower box. So here, this takes less force that you're going to be hitting the ground with, but because of that, we want to look for the athletes to be quicker reaction ground off the ground. So here, we go down and really explode up. We don't even really need to bend your knees. That's going to be 1, 2, last one, 6. So that's going to be 3 variations of our depth jump, which is our first exercise for lower body plyometrics. The second exercise we're going to be doing for the lower body plyometrics is going to be a squat jump. So the first variation is just going to be a basic squat jump where we go down and up. So faster, we look. That'll be 1, and we're going to do 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that will be our set 1 variation. Now, in order to vary this for our second set, we would do the same with a squat jump, but we're going to hold for 1 second at the bottom. So, same setup, come down here, we'd hold, and then explode up. So that'll be 1 rep. So we're going to do 8 of them. So here, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be our second variation. Now before we move into our third variation, this exercise is great for your power, working your hamstrings, and just that explosive strength. So if the first 2 sets are too easy, in the third set we're going to add some weight to our weighted squat jumps. So the athlete grabs whatever weight they think is necessary, and this time we perform 8 reps, but this time as a weighted squat jump. So same again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that will be our weighted squat jump. Okay, so the next exercise modality we're going to be looking at and working on is Olympic clean variations. So for the first exercise we're going to do for this modality is we're going to do the regular power clean. So a few things to note. First of all, this can be a dangerous exercise if done with poor technique or too much weight, but it can be a very good exercise for power and for build. It just works in a lot of different muscles. So you can build your power, it's going to work your hamstrings, your glutes, your triple extensions, some trapezius muscles as well. So it's a great exercise, but it just needs to be said, it needs to be done with proper form and technique, okay? So speaking of technique, I'm going to go over it myself. We have our bar here, we're going to go down, we're going to have our overhand grip on the bar, and we're going to be shoulder width apart. We're going to put our feet firmly planted, and we're going to start as a deadlift until we reach about the middle of the thighs. Then here, we're going to extend our hips and triple extend with our ankles, and we're going to pull the bar up, push your elbows out, catch it like so, and stand up. So I'm going to demonstrate that a bit faster for y'all. We move up, catch, and up, and that'll be 1 rep. And normally if it's a heavy weight, we would just drop the bar down. This is light, so I can just place it down. It's also important to note we shouldn't have a spotter with this exercise, because if the athlete drops the weight wrong or loses control, then it can most likely injure you and the athlete. So first set, we're just going to do power cleans for 5 reps. So up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be our set 1. Our set 2 variation would be if athletes haven't quite got the full power clean technique down, we're just going to do off the ground and a pull instead of actually catching. So the power clean pull is very similar. We lift it up and we get our triple extension and we shrug our shoulders but we don't actually pull the bar up to our head and catch it. So 5 reps of that again, come down, up, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, back down to the ground, and 5. So that will be our set 2. So another variation we could add is you could add some boxes into your exercise. Now I don't have actual boxes, but I'll be using these to demonstrate. So here the athlete just starts with the weight. Let's see if this holds. There we go, on the boxes. And this just takes some of the bottom end movement out of the lift. Okay, so instead, same setup, feet on the floor, shoulder width apart. We're going to do 5 reps, just pull up and catch it like so. So that'll be 1, set it back down the box. 2, 3, 4, down to the box, 5. Okay. One thing throughout, we want to have a nice open chest. We don't want to be hunching at the back, bending over too much, because that puts unnecessary strain on the back. So that's going to be our first exercise for Olympic clean variations. So the second exercise we're going to do for Olympic clean variations is known as the hang clean. So it's very similar to the power clean, but the difference is we're starting from our mid thigh and cleaning from there rather than starting from the floor. So again, similar technique, hands shoulder width apart, but we're starting from here and up and bring up. So it's still the same power exercise, but it's taking that initial legs out of it. So the first variation is legit just going to be a hang clean, and we're going to do 5 repetitions. So I start here and up. And now for this, I would want the athletes to drop the bar, go down, the bar's going to be on the floor, I'd want them to set and start again. So bring up, that would be 2, again throw the bar down, up, 3, back down, reset, get themselves ready, 4, down, reset, up, 5. That will be our set 1 variation. Now for set 2, it's very similar, but instead we want the weight lighter. Instead of back down to the ground, we want it here, and we want the athletes to catch it, briefly reset, and then go again. So there's not that break in the middle where they get to reset. It's much more of a continuous exercise that keeps them going. So I'll just demonstrate. It'll be up, back down, up, back down, like that. So we would do 5 repetitions of that as well. So set 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, that'll be our second set variation. Now on the third set variation, it would be like we did with the power cleans. We'd be doing a hang clean pull. So you'd still start the same position, pulling up, then you're just dropping the weight. You're not pulling it all up and catching it. So start here, weight, explode up, put the weight down, reset, that'll be 1, and we'll do 5 reps. Pull up, really focus on pushing into the ground, and driving up, 3, 4, and 5. And that would be our exercise 2 for the Olympic clean variations. So our next modality is going to be agility ladder speed drills. I don't actually have a ladder myself, but we're going to imagine there's one on the floor when I'm demonstrating. So for the first exercise using this modality, we're going to be doing lateral runs. Okay, so that's where I'm going to have a ladder facing towards the camera, but I'm going to be facing side on, I'm going to be running down the line. Okay, so our first variation of this exercise is I'm going to be running down, putting both feet in each square as I go down, emphasising on high knees, correct running posture. We want that foot dorsiflex coming down underneath us and exploding back up. So we're going to run down twice facing this way and then twice facing that way. Okay? So nice upright, good running posture. Down like so. That'll be one. Go back to the end. Two. So return around and face the other way. High knees. Three. That's one. Four. Okay. That's going to be variation number one. Variation number two is going to be very similar, but this time I want the knees not coming as high. I want low, but I want very fast feet. So this time we're working on the speed of the ground contact and the speed at which we're moving the feet. But same again, two facing that wall, two facing that wall. Down the ladder, both feet are going to land inside each, but this time fast. It's going to look like that. So that'll be one. Again. Two. We face the other way. Three. And then four. That's going to be four. So that'll be for set number two. Set number three is going to be similar to what we just did, but again, there's an added concept in we're going to be going in and out of the ladder. Okay, so we're going to go in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. Okay, and we'll be stepping in and out as we do our lateral run. We still won't be emphasising quick feet and low ground reaction time. Okay, so same number of reps again. We're going to start outside. Like that. Back to the start, reset. Like that. Go down, this time face the other side, on the other side of the ladder. Good, one more. Okay, set. Correct arm posture, upright. Okay, that's going to be exercise one for the agility speed drills. With the hook. So our second exercise for the agility ladder speed drills is going to be forward runs. So again, we're just going to imagine we have our imaginary ladder on the floor, and our first exercise is we're just going to be running down with correct running posture, running down towards the camera, down the ladder. So again, same as the lateral ones, I'm looking for correct running posture as if you were sprinting. I want high knees coming down, toes dorsiflex down underneath you, other one dives up, arms pumping as well. Okay, so our first set is just going to be running down, and we're going to do 3 repetitions. So we're going to be nice and tall, and we're just going to run down, and that would be 1 round. We'll come back down. Again. 2. We're looking to be fast here with our high knees. 3. That will be set number 1. Okay, now for set number 2, it's a bit difficult for the amount of room I'm working with here, but we run down the ladder again, but at the end we would sprint for 20 meters until a cone. Okay, so I'll do it as best as I can with the room I've got, but there's not much room in here. So, see the ladder starts here. I put my feet in the ladder and sprint out at the end. So high knees, and then I sprint out past the camera. So we would do that 3 times as well. So that would be rep number 1. Back down, set, high knees, and sprint out. Last rep. And sprint out. So that would be our second variation of the forward runs. Now, our third set is going to be starting the ladder, and this time, rather than high knees, you want low but fast feet, like that. With this time, rather than one foot in each of the ladders, we want both our feet touching each ladder square. So, I start at the back, and I'm working on that quick ground reaction time. That'll be rep number 1. We'll do 2 more. Fast feet. And here I'm focusing on striking with the ball with my foot and bouncing up. Last one. Like so. So that will be our second exercise for the agility ladder speed drill. So our next modality is going to be hurdle, using hurdles for some speed drills. So we've got our imaginary hurdles in an actual session we haven't set up. I don't have any, so we're going to imagine. We have our hurdles set up in front of us, and what we're going to do is our first exercise is we're going to 2-foot hop over each hurdle, and then we're going to sprint out for 20 meters afterwards. So what we're looking for here is nice reactive contact with the ground, and then a good solid sprint out at the end, getting the right technique. So over these hurdles, and then sprinting out for 20 meters. So that will be rep number 1. We're going to do it 3 times. So when we're doing our sprint, we want to be looking for nice long pushes off the ground, really driving in. So start our hops, over our hurdles, and sprint out. That's going to be our second one. Third set. And run out. So that's going to be variation number 1. Now, variation number 2, we're going to do hops over the hurdles with a sprint. So we're going to do 2 in our left leg and 2 in our right leg. Same thing, set up the start of the hurdles. This time, hopping over, and then sprinting out. Right, however you guys prefer. Hopping over, sprint out. The right leg. One. And that there is going to be our second variation. Now, on the third variation, we're going to go back 2-footing, hopping over the hurdle, but this time we're going to add them in as tuck jumps. So we're going to tuck jump over the hurdles and then again sprint out. Ready? That's one. Again. Here, we're working on that ground reaction time, as well as our speed, getting our correct sprinting. Last one. And that'll be the first exercise for our hurdle speed drills. So, the second exercise we're going to do for using our hurdles for hurdle speed drills is going to be high knees over the hurdles with a slight run out sprint at the end. So, what we're looking for here is as we're going over the hurdles, we want nice running technique. Similar to when we did the agility ladder, we want our knees up and we want the leg driving down underneath us. Okay, so we're not looking to hit any of these hurdles, we're looking to run nicely over them. Start, come up, over the hurdles, legs underneath us, and sprinting out like so. We're going to do 3 reps each exercise. Running out. Last one. High knees. And running out. Now, that's going to be exercise 1. In exercise 2, the difference is we're going to do what we call an A skip between the hurdles. An A skip is when our hips are up, rather than the high knees, we kind of bounce and cycle. So we're going to have a little bounce in between each hurdle, okay? And run out. That's going to be 1. Again. 2. Run out. So that's our first 2. On the last one, it's going to be the easiest. We're actually just going to go back to the first exercise, but we're just going to have much lower hurdles if some of the athletes are struggling picking their knees up and getting that running mechanics. So the same, but they don't necessarily need to lift their knees as high, they can more run over them. So we still want that run out at the end. 3 reps. One more. Make sure we're drinking plenty during the workout. Getting our fluids, sweating. Last one. Hurdles. And run out. And that's going to be our second exercise for the hurdle speed drills. So the next exercise we're going to be doing is going to be upper body work, agility work using the agility ladder. So I don't actually have agility ladder, but here I'm just going to be using this mat. So the first exercise we're going to do with this modality is going to be lateral hops. So first exercise is we're going to be double hand hopping in and out of the squares. So I'll demonstrate. Start with hands in and then hands out. And we move down the square like so. And we're going to do 3 reps of that. And that'll be 1 rep. Back again. Second rep. Third rep. And that will be the first exercise. So the second exercise is a bit easier. Instead of going in and out, we're just going to hop down the ladder. Okay, so again we're going to do the same 3 reps. So this time we're just hopping down, square, like so. Again. Down each square. One more time. And that will be our second variation. For the third variation, what we're going to do is we're going to alternate our hands as we go down the ladder. So similar, but we're hopping our hands in and out, and we're going to do 3 reps. Start like that. That's 1 rep. Two reps. And that will be 3 reps. So the next exercise using the agility ladder is going to be forward walks. So our first exercise is going to be walking our hands in and out like so. But because we're trying to do this quickly, we want speed involved. So we start here. What we're going to do is we're going to walk both hands out the square, both hands back in, and both hands out. But we're going to do it faster, and we're going to do it 3 times. So I'll demonstrate. And that'll be 1 rep. We do that 3 times. Two reps. Third rep. And that will be the 3rd rep. Okay, so take a breather, and on the next variation what we're going to do is we're going to do the same again, but once we get outside we're going to go down and press up, and that's going to be our second variation. Okay, so once we've got our breath, get ready for the second one. be set number 1. Get set, catch your breath for number 2. Okay. Out, push up, push up, push up, push up. Number 2. Then we're going to do one more set. Shake the arms out a bit. And we're going to go for set number 3. And that's going to be our second variation. Now the third variation is going to be the easiest. Here we're just staying in the square with our forward locks, and we're going to go forward 2 squares, back 1 square, forward 2, back 1, and repeat. And we're going to repeat that 3 times. So start in the start square, and 1, 2, back 1, 1, 2, back 1, 1, 2, back 1, 1, 2, back 1. Okay, and that will be 1 rep. Catch your breath, start second rep. Okay, set, 1, 2, back 1, 1, 2, back 1, 1, 2, back 1, 2, back 1, 1, 2, back 1. And that will be rep number 2. One more. Reset, catch breath, and get set. And that will be number 3. And those will be our exercises for the upper body using the agility ladder. Hey guys, first of all, I want to say a massive congratulations on the workout today. Everyone worked extremely hard and I was really impressed with what I saw. So now, we're not done yet. We've got one of the important parts of the workout, which is actually the cool down. So we just want to, again, move our legs a bit. We've been working hard. So we want, first, we're going to jump on the bike for 5 minutes and just spin in there for 5 minutes. The goal here isn't to really get yourself any more tired and out of breath. It's just to loosen off the muscles that might have become tight during the workout. Okay? So I've even got my water here in the bike, so I can keep drinking. I'm going to jump on, set the seat to the correct temper, and I'm just going to spin for 5 minutes. Okay. So I'll start my timer. And here it's important after workout to consume plenty of liquids. After we jump on the bike, we're going to do some stretching as well. But you can do some stretching of your own at home. Oh, seat went. So yeah, it's nice easy cycling for 5 minutes. That's a minute done here. We'll try to fix the seat height. Walk it in. Keep going. That's a minute and a half again. It's 2 minutes. Two and a half minutes now, that's halfway there. Again, feel free to just shake out your arms. We're just loosening off after the session. That's 3 minutes, 2 minutes more. That's 4 minutes, 1 more minute. Thirty seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and from here we're going to move into some just static stretching just to stretch off our muscles. So to start our static stretching, we're going to start off with our arms. So the first one we're doing is arm up like this, and this arm's going to be pulling, and we're just going to be holding it for 30 seconds. 30 seconds on each side. So ready? Up, and we're just going to hold it like this. You should feel a stretch down here. Seven, 3, 2, 1. Shake out a little bit. Let's go to the other side. 30 seconds. And shake out. Next one, what you're doing, stretching your triceps, we're going to reach down and we're going to push with this hand. So again, we're going to do 30 seconds on each side. So reach up, we're going to push, and as we do that, we're going to feel a nice stretch of the triceps. Five, four, three, two, one. Again, shake out, switch. I'll do a different angle for you. Here. Five, four, three, two, one. Good. Okay, the next stretch we're going to be doing is called the butterfly stretch. You bring both your feet together like this and pull your feet towards you, and we're going to want to push down with our elbows, push our knees down to the ground. Okay, so we're going to do that for 30 seconds. So ready? I'm pushing down and hold. Halfway. Five, four, three, two, one. So the next stretch we're going to do is called the hurdle stretch. So like as if you were going over a hurdle, we have this leg straight like that, and this leg back, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds. So this one's hard, you can lean over a little bit and still feel that stretch. If it's easy, sit more upright and lean down your hamstring. Five, four, three, two, one. Switch sides. 30 seconds. Halfway. Five, four, three, two, one, zero. Okay, good. The next static stretch we're doing is just a classic hamstring stretch. So both feet together like so, and we're just going to be reaching down towards the toes and holding. Okay, so for 30 seconds, ready and go. We don't want to push yourself too much, just go until you feel a stretch and hold it there. Halfway. Two, one, and zero. Good job. We're going to switch our quads out. So what we're going to do is bringing up the leg and pulling your foot towards the bottom. We'll do that each leg for 30 seconds. That's 30. Then switch. That's 30 seconds here. The last one we're doing is just stretching the calf. So leaning against something, we're going to push our heel into the ground, stretching out the calf. So 30 seconds each side. Go. Getting that good, long, nice stretch down the back. 15. Okay, that's our stretching